Hi, Brian. Thank you for your question on pedestrian safety and bicycles and transportation. And also to all you AARP members, thank you for participating in the process and giving me the opportunity to say hi. When I was mayor, we focused on transportation to a great deal. I think there are a number of ways to deal with people that don't have cars. One, of course, is the bus system, the PSTA system we have in the city. Another is the trolley system we have around the downtown. And then when we look at an overall transit system, I think we're going to need to work with the partners in the region to continue to improve the transit throughout the region, because transportation is just not within the borders of the city of St. Petersburg. There are a lot of folks that live in this city and work in another city, or work in another city and live here. So we have to look at transit and transportation from a regional basis and continue to work with the DOT, Department of Transportation, which is something I did very closely with when I was mayor of St. Pete. In 2000, the year before I took office, St. Petersburg was named the #1 city as a mean street for pedestrian safety and bicycle safety in the country. Obviously, that's not a place where you want to be. So shortly after I took office, we did a master plan and study of the entire city to create a bicycle and pedestrian plan for the city. We then developed it, created it. We called it the City Trails Program. And the objective was to build the largest bike path system in the southeast United States in order to make it safer for people to be able to get around on bicycles. We sought grants from state and federal authorities and received tens of millions of dollars of grants, and we actually built that system. And that when you see the city trails throughout the city of St. Petersburg, that was a program that we built and put in place when I was in office. Other components of that program were we identified where the crosswalk areas which were the least safe in the city, and we did improvements to all of those that we identified, and we put lighted crosswalks in some cases, the little flasher lights we put in some cases, and we improved the ability to cross. We also built, I can't remember the exact number, but about 100 miles of new sidewalks around the city, and we improved the existing sidewalks. When I took office, it was a 2.5-year waiting period to get a sidewalk improved in the city. We got that down to 4 days, and we completely fixed the backlog so that when sidewalks were broken, we make sure that they were fixed. The result of that is we wound up going from the #1 Main Street to be named during my term as the best turnaround city for pedestrian and bicycle safety during that period, and we had since been named a top 10 bicycle city in America. I believe that transportation for everybody is something we need to work on, even for those that don't have cars. And of course, bicycle and pedestrian safety and access is critical. I worked on it significantly before. I will build on what we did and improve it even more as we go forward.